Hello, everybody. I'm Janpha Thadphoothon, an English teacher. This morning, I will be talking about bees. A bee is very tiny, but they have been helping us in many ways. Okay, so but this particular morning, I will be talking about bees and their social distancing behavior when they get sick, when they infected with uh, um, diseases, for example. So, as you know, bees have been helping us pollinating flowers and giving us honey, but we need to do something to save them. Believe it or not, bees and other animals, like including human beings, are seeking ways to save our species, like doing social distancing. Honeybees and social distancing. Honeybees also practice social distancing to prevent disease too. This is from the Scientific American article. The key idea is that discovering surprising scientists discover surprising social behavior in honeybees. That behavior would help them fight a lot of diseases, they claim. The problem is the deadly pathogens. Honeybees, like other animals, face threats from deadly pathogens. What is a pathogen? A pathogen is a bacteria or a virus or other microorganism that can cause disease. There are mites, for example, are a significant global threat causing disease in colonies. Colony mean groups. Okay, this impacts honeybee health and ultimately honey production. This is a big problem. So honeybee's unique solution is to produce disinfectant resin, but that's not enough, as we should see. Researchers found honeybee use disinfectant resin. This resin is laid on the bee's organs, is acting like harbor to harbor viruses and prevent disease from spreading. So this resin is very helpful in fighting um, uh, diseases. Behavioral social distancing is also something bees have been practicing, according to scientists, by the way. Social distancing, like social isolation, self isolation, by checking dancers, they have to observe the behavior. So basically, sick honeybees naturally distance themselves from others in the group. They spend more time away from the young nurse bee and larva. Larva in Thai is to on in the hive center, so they are distancing themselves. They perform the so-called shaking dances. Shaking your atmosphere when you are shaking your hand, shaking to communicate and warn the other bees to avoid them. Oh, stay away from me. They say it's like that. Hive organization and protection. This is also another phenomenon. Infected bees are observed near the periphery of the hive. Periphery means the outer space, not at the center. This keeps them away from the vulnerable center where young bees and the larvae are. Is actually, according to scientists, a deliberate change in social organization to limit disease from spreading. So this is a what we call self-defense mechanism in animals and mammals as well. So an analogy to human social distancing, we cannot help but compare their behavior to ours. So the behavior of infected honeybee is similar to human social distancing, just like during the COVID-19 pandemic. We have been isolating ourselves, the people who have been infected by the viruses. This is to prevent the spread of viruses. It highlights a national strategy to help protection in communities. So there are trade-offs for the colony. There's a trade-off between individual honeybee health and the overall hive health. Small-scale social distancing within the hive is necessary. However, if it becomes widespread, it can affect the entire colony's functioning. Significance of the finding, according to scientists, this is the first time such a social strategy has been observed in honeybees. It significantly contributes to our understanding of honeybee behavior and their social organization. The findings can lead to new ideas for combating disease in other animals. So, this it should be implication for honeybee health and agriculture. The study's findings have direct implication, they say, for improving honeybee health. Honeybees are vital for, as I mentioned earlier, pollinating crops and maintaining also biodiversity, good for the environment. New strategies can be developed to protect honeybee population from disease, pesticide, and habitat loss. I don't know about habitat loss. Yeah, takeaways. These are the key takeaway and discussion. Honeybee demonstrates sophisticated social strategies for disease prevention, and we can see behavioral adaptation like self-isolation and communication are very crucial in time like this. Understanding these natural mechanisms can inform conservation efforts and even inspire human health strategies as well. So these are questions, these are issues open for discussions. What other animals might practice similar behaviors? How can we apply this insight? I don't know, but I think cats, often isolate themselves, certain kind of birds when they are sick or injured. Well, what do you think about it? So this is the end of the presentation about honeybees and their social distancing behavior.